Chair, could I take you back to your reference to the fourth last paragraph of the Minister's letter of the 20th of April, where, as you read out, he introduces a totally new narrative about what the Deputy First Minister was referring to, and now suggests that, in fact, though everything she said was in the context of coronavirus, she's actually referring to a contract with the Forensic Science Division. The difficulty with that narrative is this, that when you go to the EU electronic diary, the daily diary, and look up that particular contract, you discover that was a contract that went out to tender in October 2019, long before anyone had ever heard of coronavirus, with the tendering process closing in November, and then ultimately a contract awarded in March. And also, when you peruse the documents, you discover that it was a contract for 3 years with 2 periods of possible extension, each of 2 years. So it was a possible contract for 7 years for the supply of materials which were not coronavirus originated. They were for, yes, personal protection equipment, of course, forensic scientists use that, and for outdoor clothing and other personal protection consumables. So to have the Minister tell us that whereas on the 8th of April he didn't know what Ms. O'Neill was talking about, that he now believes she was talking about a forensic science contract, really does not fit within the scenario that what Ms. O'Neill was talking about on the 23rd of March was all contextualised to the coronavirus challenge. I think it stretches credulity to believe that in fact she was referring to a non-coronavirus contract which had gone out for contract almost 6 months before anyone had ever heard of coronavirus. So I think this is a substantial red herring. The forensic science contract, it patently is not coronavirus related. And yet we're now being asked to believe that when the Minister said a contract was signed today, the 23rd of March, even though she was talking at that time about coronavirus, that it wasn't a coronavirus contract at all.